Hello, it's Kadisha. I'm back with another video. People, we have to, and I maybe this is a soapbox again. We have to know the word for ourselves. Do not get brainwashed. This day and age, I've been saying that so much. This day and age, we have so much exposure. Like, we're exposed to so many different things, so many different outlets than we ever have before. And so it's so easy to get brainwashed if we're not careful. Yeah, brainwash is an old term, but it really it's so easy to get in this cult of whatever may be going on. And we know the situation going on right now, and people are, of course, we're so divided, and we found that out since back in maybe 2020, probably 2018, how divided our country is. And not to say that you want people to all think the same, but it's just like we have gotten away from morals and values that basically was the foundation of our country. And so now you see everybody has their opinion, which we all are entitled to, but then you start seeing people jump on bandwagons that you would think, are these people okay? Like, this is not something you do if you're a human being. And I know we all want to be right in a sense, but it's just like, if it does not align with the word of God, it's wrong. It is wrong. And we can all, like I say, it's, semantics, of course, but that the word is black and white. And so it's either you're right, or you're wrong. And because of our experience with life, we do all have different opinions that other people may not have. And of course, that's fine. But do not allow people to get you to a place where you don't think for yourself. If they just tell you something, then you just go with it. And I have to say that I have, and I will say victim, I'll use the word victim, but I have been in this place where I'm just like, oh, okay, this person is telling me this, so I trust their opinion, so I'm going to do what they say. It's almost like, with a kid, with your kids, they start rebelling. It'd be so funny. They'll do what you say until a certain extent, and they'll be like, I want to do my own thing. I want to do what I need to do, even though it's, good for them. That's a little bit different. But when we become adults, and of course, especially our parents, we certainly go against, which is the saddest thing. But it seems like more so in the people in the world that we may not even know on a personal level, that we start to adopt their ways, and we don't know how they're living their lives behind the scenes. Even me, you don't know how I live my life. So I always try to direct people to the word of God, and that's something my mentor, I love her so much, that's something that she's always done. She has told me her experiences, told me how she does things, but she never tells me how to do something. She always directs me back to the word of God, and that is what's going to lead me on what I should do, because we all have a purpose, and we all have something that the Lord wants us to do specifically. So I can't get so caught up in what the Lord has called someone else to do that I start to mimic what they're doing and what they're saying, and I don't have my own voice or have like my own opinion about something, when the Lord's saying, like, yeah, that what I'm telling them to say is fine, but also I have you with your own mind, so you can think and say, okay, well, that may not be for me. And it just reminds me of also, because even when people are in the pulpit, we have to be careful not to just listen to whatever they say. It's like, no, remember what Paul says. He's like, yeah, in the book, I think it's the book of Acts. So he's like, the people didn't just believe what I said. They went and looked for the word for themselves. And this is not for you to go back and forth with your pastor. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying and I'm saying pastor, but it could be anything, like, your boss or whatever, because maybe policies and procedures, I don't know. But it's just like, it's more so making sure that you're thinking on your own and not allowing someone else to tell you how to think. Yeah, people can, guide you in the right direction. They can give you the facts, but don't allow that to actually not make you think for yourself and say, okay, well, how does this involves me? How do I need to move with this information? And that's easier, of course. Like I always say, it's easier said than done, but I do believe where the enemy is trying to raise up people that do not think for themselves, that just allow other people to say something and that we run with it because we trust with their opinion, or we see the things that they're doing and we aspire to do those things. So we're like, okay, if this is what these people are saying and this is something that I want to achieve, then maybe this is what I should be believing. And it's just like, no, the Lord gave you your own mind for a reason. So you need to see what the Lord is telling you to think, how he's telling you to think, and be okay with that if it goes against what the majority is saying. Yeah. I got that off. So thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, saca que quieres ver en otros. Until next time. Bye.